Hi, it's Lynn Shuck, and we're going to look at table with weights. Why do we want to add weights to table? Maybe you're wanting to do arm balances and you want stronger arms. Good reason. Another could be if the shoulders are misaligned and it's causing limited shoulder motion, getting those shoulder blades into position, table with weights can do that. Lastly, if you have overly mobile shoulder joints and things like downward dog are starting to collapse into your shoulders, building some stability and strength to hold the shoulder joint in place, weights can do that. 3 different ways we can work on it, but first let's look at table and get it set up well. So when you're in table, middle fingers point forward, and we're going to draw those shoulder blades toward the back pockets. Now you can work with that instruction, or to create the same instruction, you could externally rotate the upper arm, which will pull those shoulder blades back. It adds the external rotation. You can also think of just sliding this upper arm back towards your thighs. Either way, you're creating this shoulders away from the ears movement. Notice I have a lumbar curve here. I'm not totally collapsed, but I'm not going for a flat back. There's a little bit of lumbar curve. Ribs are still in, but there's a little lumbar curve. So that's setting up for table. The first way to use your arm as weight resistance is to get everything in place and then take one arm out to the side without moving anything else. Notice I'm not taking my arm way up high. I'm not twisting. I'm not shifting my hips. I'm trying to start from this stable position and just hold the arm out there. You're going to feel the front of your torso working. You want to check that those shoulder blades are still pulling towards your back pockets. Your knee, the opposite knee, gets very light on the floor. And we come down. Check those shoulder blades again, and we'll take the other side, arm out to the side, and we hold that, and again, check that the shoulder blades are still pulling towards your back pocket, shoulders away from the ears, not going necessarily any higher than shoulder height. I have a shoulder injury on this left side, so I don't go that high, and we come down. So that's one version. Come up off your hands for a moment and just sort of check in. Do your arms move a little more freely? Is your chest open a little more because the shoulder blades start to live in position on your back? Second variation is to add weight, and we're going to add weight with movement. So I've got, this is 5 pounds. I would even start with lighter, maybe just a soup can, 2 pounds. I'm going to put that weight in one hand and I'm going to bend my arm at the elbow. Now, I'm at a right angle. I'm not going past this arm. My knuckles are coming in toward my inner elbow. I also am not letting my elbow pull back toward my torso. Elbow's on the same plane as the other elbow. And then I'm going to take it out to the side and back under me. If you have too heavy a weight, you can just move keeping the elbow bent. If you can handle the weight you've got, you can fully extend. But just like before, we're not moving anything else. Keep that elbow on the same plane, and you could do about 10 of those. I'm going to do a couple on the other side. Again, shoulder blades are on your back, pulling away from your ears towards your back pockets. Elbow on this lifted arm stays in line with the other elbow. Good. So you do that with a light weight. You could even do it with no weight, just using the arm. But if you really are trying to build strength, say for the arm balances, now you're going to have to get into heavier weight, but you're not going to move. You're going to create a more static pose. This is 25 pounds, and it's really a little too heavy for me. I should be working with 20 pounds because I can't hold this long enough. But you want to start with something heavier and be able to hold it 10 to 15 seconds. We're not talking hours, just a little bit. So I place it between my hands like I did the other weight. I draw my shoulder blades onto my back. I pick up the weight and I try and just hold it in that bent position. Again, my elbows are on the same plane, and then I come down. And this really is too heavy for me. I should be working with 20 pound because I can only hold this for about 5 seconds. Only 3 on that side. So a heavier weight eventually is going to lead towards ease in those arm balances. There you have it. Table with weights, a few reasons why you might want to work on it, and a few different ways to work on it. Enjoy, go play with it, comments below. I'll see ya.